Hi kiddies, let's start our today's session. The topic for the day is pictographs from Unit 1C, Handling Data. I repeat, the concept for the day is pictographs. So shall we begin? Yes. Here comes our introductory session regarding the concept pictographs. Before starting about pictographs, let's start with the definition of data, what we have learned in our previous video session, because data, that particular concept is important throughout this entire unit. So let's start with the definition of data. Data is a collection of facts such as numbers, words, measurements, observations, etc. So data means it is a collection of facts. Facts means truth, which is universally accepted. So such as numbers, words, measurements, observations, so on. Next, we will learn about our today's concept, pictographs. Before moving towards pictographs, let's see what a graph is. Without knowing a graph, how it's possible to understand about pictographs. So we will start from graphs. Graphs are drawings that show mathematical information with lines, shapes, and colors. So graphs are drawings, and that particular drawings shares mathematical information. So graphs are drawings that shows mathematical information. How? With the help of lines, shapes, and colors. So that is known as a graph. Now we will learn about pictographs. Pictograph is a graph that uses pictures to represent quantities. Already said that graphs are drawings that shows mathematical information. So what a pictograph is, if a graph shares mathematical information using pictures, then that particular graph can be termed as pictograph. Now I will explain it through an example, what a pictograph is and how we find information from a pictograph. For example, see here you can see a pictograph. See, this is called a pictograph, where you can see a tabular column with 2 rows and 2 columns. Here it is river and number of fishes. Under river you can see it's Bandama river, and number of fishes you can see the image of 2 fish. Now just above the tabular column you can see the picture of a fish, and it is written that that particular single fish equals 1000 fishes. So this is known as scale. Every graph has a scale, but that scale only we can acquire, or we can find what actually that particular graph gives. So for understanding information from a graph, scale plays an important role. So here in this pictograph, this says that 1 fish equals 1000 fishes. So in this pictograph, it says that in Bandama river, they have given the image of 2 fishes. As per the scale, 1 fish equals 1000 fish, then 2 fishes equals 2 into 1000, 2000 fishes. So from this pictograph, what you can conclude? That the Bandama river contains 2000 fishes. So this is how we find information from a pictograph. So this is our introductory session regarding the concept pictograph. Now we will move on to an application level of questions, where you can see a variety of questions, the very same concept. By doing each and every questions, you will get a clear picture regarding the concept. So let's start with the first question. Class 8 are in a different school to class 4. They created this pictograph of the traffic passing the school in 1 hour. And this is the pictograph where you can see the type of transport. Under that, different mode of transports are there, and number of vehicles passed within an hour. So the number of vehicles passed within an hour is represented with the image of a wheel. And see the bottom part, we can see a scale, that is 1 wheel equals 2 vehicle. So you need to count 2 vehicles for a single wheel. So how will you find the number of cars here? 1 wheel equals 2 vehicles. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And here you can see a half wheel, not a full wheel, a half a wheel. So which means half of a wheel. So a wheel equals 2 vehicle. Half of a wheel means half of 2, that is 1. So the number of cars is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 10 plus 1, 11. So this is how we find the number of vehicles. Now let's see what we need to find out from this question. A part, how many vehicles with 2 wheels pass the school? B part, how many more cars pass the school than van? C part, how many fewer bicycles pass the school than motorcycles? D part, how many vehicles pass the school altogether? So we need to find the answer for these questions with the help of the single pictograph. Before finding the answers for that questions, let us find the number of vehicles here. So we will start from car. How many cars are here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 plus 1, that is 11. Now, how many bicycles are here? 2, 4. So that is 4 in number. What about motorcycles? 2, 4, 6, 6 plus 1, that is 7 in number. Next is van, that is 2, 4, 6. So 6 in number. Now what about bus? It's a half a wheel, so 1 in number. What about lorry? It's also a half wheel, so 1 in number. So now we know how many vehicles pass the school within an hour. Now it's easy to find the answer for these questions. So shall we start doing the answers? We'll start from the A part. How many vehicles with 2 wheels pass the school? So from this pictograph, which are the vehicles having 2 wheels? That is bicycle and motorcycle. So how many vehicles with 2 wheels pass the school means you need to sum up the number of bicycles with number of motorcycle. So that is 7 plus 4, that is 11 vehicles with 2 wheels pass the school. So the answer for the A part is 11 vehicles with 2 wheels pass the school. Now B part, how many more cars pass the school than van? So for finding the answer for this B part, we need to know how many cars and how many vans are there. So from this pictograph, it is 11 cars and 6 vans. So what actually the question B asked, how many more cars pass the school than van? That is the difference. So 11 minus 6, what the answer? That is 5. So the answer for the B part is 5 cars pass the school than vans. 5 more cars pass the school than van. Next come the C part. How many fewer bicycles pass the school than motorcycles? So here the comparison between bicycles and motorcycles. And we need to find how many fewer bicycles. So how many bicycles are here? 4 bicycles. How many motorcycles here? That is 7. We need to find how many fewer bicycles. There are also the difference. That is, you need to subtract number of bicycles from number of motorcycle. That is 7 minus 4. That is 3. So the answer for the C part is 3 fewer bicycles pass the school than motorcycles. Now next, the last one is D part. How many vehicles pass the school altogether? So you need to find the total number of vehicles pass the school within an hour. That is, you need to sum up all these numbers. 11 plus 4 plus 7 plus 6 plus 1 plus 1, which gives you the answer 30 vehicles pass the school altogether. So now you understand how to find the information with the help of a pictograph. Is this clear? Shall we move to the next question? Here comes our second question. See, compare class 8's pictograph from question 1 with class 4's tally. So this is a question having connection with the previous question. So here they have given class 4's tally. So in previous video session, we have learned how to find or how to mark the recording of a tally chart. So this all represents 5 in number. So how many cars are here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and 33. Now what about bicycle? 5 plus 2, 7. Motorcyclist, 5 plus 4, 9. Van is 5, 10, 15 plus 1, that is 16. Bus, 5 plus 1, 6. Lorry, 3 in number. Now let's see what the question is. A part, how many more vehicles pass class 8 school than class 4 school? B part, what is the difference between the number of vans passing each school? So the very first question is, we need to find how many more vehicles pass class 8 school than class 4 school. So for that is, we need to find the difference. So shall we start doing the answer? Okay. So for finding the difference of, finding the answer for how many more vehicles pass class 8 school than class 4 school is, we need to find how many vehicles pass class 8 as well as class 4. So that is, number of vehicles pass class 4 school is 74. The 74 means summing up all these numbers gives you 74. So next is number of vehicles passed class 8 school. That is 13 number. We have already found in the previous question. So what's the next step? That is number of vehicles passed class 8 school than class 4 school is 74 minus 30. That is 44 vehicles. Clear? Okay, now next, what's the B part? What is the difference between the number of vans passing each school? So we need to find the difference between the number of vans passing each school. As per the tally chart of class 4, how many vans are here? 5, 10, 15 plus 1, 16. As per our previous question, the number of vans passing class 8 is 6. So how will you find the answer for the B part? That is, number of vans passed class 4 is 16. Number of vans passed class 8 is 6. Now we need to find the difference. Difference means we need to subtract. So difference between the number of vans passed each school is 16 minus 6, that is 10 vans. So this is our second question. Is this clear for you? So shall we move to the next question? Okay, here comes our third question. The votes are in for the musical talent competition. This pictograph shows the vote that were received for each music act. Let's see the pictograph. So this is the pictograph where you can see Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4, Act 5. And the scale says that one musical symbol, that is this one musical symbol resembles 10 votes, or this one musical symbol means you need to count as 10. Okay, let's see what we need to find out from here. Estimate how many votes were received each by Act 1 and Act 5. B part, what is the difference in the number of votes given to the highest and lowest scoring acts? C part, about how many votes received altogether. So we need to find the answer for these three questions with the help of this single pictograph. So before moving to find the answer for all those three questions, let's see actually how many votes these acts got. So as that Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4 and Act 5. So we need to find out how many votes each act got. So let's start from Act 1. So this one musical symbol represents 10 votes. So this, again with this, it is 20. Now let's see, this is not a full picture. Some part is missing, right? Which means it is not 10 votes. But you can see that this is, the image of this music symbol is more than half. So more than half means it is somewhat in between 5 and 10. So only this much portion is left. So how we will count Number of votes for Act 1, that is 10, 20, 25, and some portions is there. So we will count it as 26. See, this is not the exact number because they have specifically said the word estimate. Estimate means it is looking like 26 vote. It is not the actual, we are estimating. So the vote that got for Act 1 is 26. Now what about Act 2? 10, and this is exact half. So half of 10 means 5. So 10 plus 5, that is 15 votes. Now for Act 3, 10, 20, 30, 40. So that is 40 votes. Now what about Act 4? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So that is 50 votes. And for the last Act 5, 10, 20. And what about this? This is only a little portion, right? It is not even half, less than half. So we can't count it as 5 even. So less than 5. So 10, 20, and we will count this as 3. So 10, 20, and this as 3. So together 23. So now we find out how many vote each act go. Now it's easy to find the answer for all these questions. So shall we start doing the answer? We'll start from A part. What is actually the A part? A part says that to find, estimate how many votes were received each by Act 1 and Act 5. We already find the vote that's got for Act 1 and Act 5. So it's easy to write the answer. That is, Act 1 is between 26 and 29 votes because it is an estimation. That's why we written it as 26, in between 26 and 29. Now, the next one, we need to find the vote for Act 5. Act 5, we have made it as 23, but we can write it an estimate as between 21 and 24. Clear? Okay, now the second B part is, what is the difference in the number of votes given to the highest and lowest scoring acts? So here in this question, we need to find the difference between the highest and lowest scoring act. From this pictograph, who got the highest vote? That is 50. So that is Act 4 got the highest scoring, that is 50. And who got the lowest scoring? The lowest scoring act is 15, that is Act 2. So we need to find the difference between Act 4 and Act 2. So let's start doing the answer for the B part. Highest scoring act is 50, that is Act 1. Lowest scoring act equals 15, that is Act 2. Difference between the highest and lowest scoring act equals 15 minus 15, that is 35. Now, what about the C part? How many votes received altogether? Altogether means you need to sum up this entire votes. So, answer for the C part is, votes received altogether is 26 plus 15 plus 40 plus 50 plus 23. That gives you about 154. Why I said about 154 means, see here all, we estimated only. This is not actually 26. This is not actually 23. So we can't say it as 154. We can only say it as about 154 because here in two cases, that is for Act 1 and Act 5, we did our estimate work. That's why I have written here as about 154. So is this clear? Okay, next comes your follow-up activity, and this is your question. You need to draw a pictograph to show the result. So here also Act 1, 3 and 4 go through to the next round. So the table of the next round is shown below. So just have a look on your previous pictograph, that is Act 1 to Act 5 question, right? Yeah, just before what we did, that pictograph, that in that model you can draw the pictograph for this question. The thing is, the data is given here. As per this data, you need to draw the pictograph. So draw the pictograph in your note, share it through Class Dojo. So that's all for today. Thank you.